Welcome back. This is basically, so this video is a sum of all of the CAD work from the start of this project to now, just to kind of put that together, because there was a lot of planning, and so this is kind of just the result of that planning plus a little bit of more work, and we'll try to have more regular updates on this. So this is the CAD portion of that catch-up. And this is basically our planning prototype, where we just took this kind of shape of a Zeppelin and we said, okay, this is what we want the frame to look like, kind of a skeleton frame, what you think of when you think of Zeppelin. There's the cone of the tip, there's the kind of sphere in the back, the hemisphere, and there's a cylinder for the body, and it's this very just framey thing. But it's all one piece. And then we get to the four-section design, because we have a limit, and this square is the limit of how large the printers can print. And so obviously we're constrained by that. And so this is a four-section circle, wherein, as you can tell by these little squares are here, and balsa spars go through those squares, and they connect it all together. And basically, these are, we print enough of them, put them in four in a circle.
That's the four section.
That's the four section. I know.
Oh, my bad.
Continue. And then you put them in the circle. You connect them all up with balsa spars, and really you can make it as long as you want. But ultimately, you get your cylinder. You wrap it with a mylar, is what we're planning to use. You fill it with your gas, either helium or hydrogen, and it goes up. But we realized at that size that the four section could give us, it was a little too small, because when you're working with at such a small scale like this, the math for what the gas can lift is a lot different, because you don't have just such a large amount. And then I went to the sixth section. So the sixth section was very difficult because, sixth section was very difficult because you can't just cut it against the square and boom, there's your four. We had to work out. Ben Wright, who is doing a lot of the CAD work on this project, he spent a lot of time figuring out how can we cut this up and have it be the right size for both the print bed and for our math. And that's the sixth section. And this section assembly is for the fourth section. As you can see, basically it just lines up. And kind of alternates to hold it all together. And as you can see, to hold the circles together, they are kind of on top of each other. And ultimately, it extends as far as you want, and that's your thing. And then this is the section assembly version number 2. As you can tell, this ring is a lot bigger. If we go to our previous section assembly, you can see how much bigger it is. And so that's just the best way to increase your volume. As you can see, Ben is working on it actively, and there's just 6 balsa spars instead of 4, and it gives us a much bigger thing. As to show how large it is, that's your Pico right there. That's your power boost. This is how large the thing is. So it's going to be a massive, massive endeavor. But ultimately, it's just about balancing how large can we make this without the weight of the frame getting too much, but also how can we minimize the weight of the frame and maximize the volume of gas, so we can, on top of that, lift not just the frame and the wrapping, but the Pico, the battery, all the sensors, all the wiring, and you have to make something to attach that. That's a lot of weight, and so we have to take a lot of that into consideration.
I first have to do cylindrical to make sure that they are within this component.